the succession plan, this does give, I guess, the Bucs another year of a runway for it. I remember you came on this show first blush after Brady's retirement, and you would kind of set the world on fire by talking about the obvious, which is who's on the roster. Blaine Gabbert's the guy, right? And everyone was What are you talking about? They're not going to do that. Now they have Brady. An interesting conversation today because there was a press conference with Byron Leftwich, and you were there. What's the scoop with Kyle Trask? How does a guy's second-round choice last year now have to be in a competition to be the backup? What's up with that?
Well, he's not in competition to be the backup. I mean, they say anything can happen, I guess, in football. But really, his quarterbacks coach came out here afterwards, after Byron, and said, no, I don't see that. I see him, Blaine's one of the better backups in the NFL. He's going to be our number 2, and Kyle's got another year to grow and develop, and I don't think there's a bad thing about him learning another year under Tom Brady, blah, blah, blah. Well, I think Kyle Trask might have a different opinion of that for sure. He wants to get on the field. They don't know what they have, and nobody will know what they have until or unless there's a time when he does play, and I don't mean preseason or scrimmages or any of that stuff. And yet, Kyle Trask's history from high school, backing up the Eric King to, Felipe Franks at the University of Florida has been, this is what he does. He comes on, he's a backup, he develops, and then when he gets his chance, he knocks it out of the park. And it's got to be incredibly frustrating for him because I'm telling you, Blaine Gabbert and him were going to compete for the starting job. Gabbert might have gotten the first bite of the apple, but Trask was going to get a chance to play. And they would have won 5 or 6 games, Rich. that was the way it was going to go.
Right.
But I think he might have preferred playing to not playing. So he's got to find a way to swallow that and continue to get better and have a good attitude about it. And, you look around the league and you see a lot of quarterbacks that go to bad teams and they have to play right away. This team retained a lot of the free agents that will be here beyond Brady if he plays more than just one season. And he's going to have a good football team to play for and a bunch of guys he's familiar with and an offense that he knows very well. So we don't know the end of the story, but right now it probably sucks for Kyle Trask.
What about the idea of Baker Mayfield? Is there any possibility on this green football earth where crazy things happen, like goats retire and then come back and then say that they're going to retire to be in the Fox booth? I mean, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I've seen a lot of crazy things, as you mentioned, right here in Tampa. I have not heard, Baker being one of those exploratory deals. Like when they were looking for a quarterback to replace, Tom Brady, they did work on Baker, and I don't think they dislike him as a quarterback. In fact, I know, former coach here, Todd Monken, that was the offensive coordinator, went to Cleveland one year and loves the guy. And I respect Todd as much as anybody. So, you're always looking. You always have a list. He was on that list. So was Deshaun Watson, which was a no-go for ownership apparently. So that wasn't going to happen. So I really do believe they had ended up with Blaine and then Kyle, and then they might have been in those discussions if it had gone that way. But right now, the room is kind of full with the 4 guys they got, and I don't think they're looking to add anybody else. But in this business, Rich, nothing surprises you. But right now, I think they're set.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.